Hello everyone, my name is Fireheart and welcome to today's video, where we will discuss about Layla, do a full guide, and if she is worth risking your Primogems. First off, I would like to say I really don't think players should use their Primogems for 4-star characters, unless you fall under one of the following categories. 1. You really want the character and plan to main it. 2. You are a new player who doesn't have many characters yet. 3. You wouldn't mind getting the feature 5-star. Or 4. You are a whale who gets all the characters anyway. If you choose to not heed my advice, feel free to gamble with your Primogems. Just know that you are more likely to lose than to win. Now let's start by presenting the information we have. Layla is a 4-star Cryo Swordswoman. Her essential materials are the Nilopala Lotus, Helichal Scrolls dropped by Semachuls, Perpetual Calibers from the Aeon Blight Drake, and Shivada Jade. Her talent level up materials are Ingenuity Books, more Samature Scrolls, and Mirror of Mushin from the Scaramouche weekly boss fight. And of course, a crown if you plan to taking her talents to max level. Her elemental skill casts a Cryo Shield which absorbs Cryo attacks 2.5 times better than others, and scales based off Layla's max HP. When casting, you'll be applied Cryo for a brief instant. While the shield is active, it will generate stars every 1.5 seconds, and every time a character protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, 2 or more stars will be generated. Once 4 stars have been accumulated, they will shoot at enemies, dealing cryo damage. Her elemental burst unleashes an AoE area which constantly fires stars, similar to the ones of the shield, but every one of these starlights that hit also accumulates 1 extra star for the shield. Her first passive skill gives you 10% chance to receive double the product when crafting character talent materials. Her second passive gives you 6% shield strength for each star the shield accumulates, up to a maximum of 4 stacks, and will last until the shield disappears. And her third increases the damage of her skill stars by 1.5% of her max HP. For her weapons, you can use the Harbinger of Dawn as a 3-star option. Favonius, Sacrificial, Festering Desire, and the Black Sword are all good 4-star options. And for the 5 stars, Scarwood Blade, Primordial Jade Cutter are some of the good options. But Nilo's signature sword, the Key of Kajnisut, is the best option since both her skill and burst scales of HP. Prioritize leveling skill and burst first since her main role is of an off-field support DPS. For artifacts, the best in my opinion will be the 4-piece Tenacity of the Millelith, since it gives you both HP, shield strength, and increases attack, since Layla will have an easy time hitting enemies with her skill. Other options are the 4-piece Blizzard Strayer for freeze teams, 4-piece Noblesse Oblige for increased burst damage and increased party members' output, 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate for focusing on her burst, and 4-piece Instructor for my early game gamers. For stats, you should prioritize HP, HP, HP if you want a beefy shield. And if you want a more damage focused Layla, you can go with HP or ER Sands, cryo damage bonus for Goblet, and crit rate or damage for Circlet. For the substats, HP and ER for shield strength, and crit and HP for more damage focused playstyle. But of course, you can have a mix of both if you want. Here are some team examples where Layla can fit in. Morgana, Layla plus Animal to group up plus Hydro Applicator, plus Cryo Main DPS. Triple Cryo, Layla plus Shenhe plus Ayaka plus Aniba to group. On Eula teams, Layla plus Electro Applicator plus Flex plus Eula. Layla National, Layla plus Shanlin plus Xingqiu plus Bennett. If you want to use Layla as a main DPS, Chongyun can be a pretty good pick to make her deal cryo damage with autos. For example, you could make a freeze team with Layla plus Chongyun plus a Hydro Applicator plus Anima to group, or a Melt Layla with Layla, Chongyun, Shanglin, and Bennett. Or you could also forget Chongyun and go for a physical damage Layla, since she can easily keep a superconduct. You can make a party with Layla plus Electro Applicator plus 2 flex spots, such as Sucrose and Bennett. Her constellations are pretty solid, but nothing exceptional. C1 increases her shield strength by 20% and will give co-op players a shield based on 35% of your shield's current power. C2 gives energy for each star of her skill that hits enemies. C3 and C5 increases the level of her skill and burst, respectively, by 3. C4 increases party members' attack by 5% of Layla's HP every time her skill stars hit an opponent. This effect can last for 3 seconds. C6 increases the damage of her stars from both the skill and burst by 40%, and decreases the interval of creation of the stars of her skill by 20%. Now let's discuss a bit about Layla. More specifically, let's compare her to her biggest rival for the same spot on the team, Diona. Although Zhongli is also a shielder, I consider him to be in a higher tier, so I won't be comparing him. Between Layla and Diona, they both have the same base thing, a cryo shield, and they can also be a battery. However, Diona provides extra healing, while Layla provides extra damage. For the elf girl's extra benefits, she can make better use of the 4-piece tenacity of the melee artifact set. For weapon choices, they are both equally matched. I will say, however, that C6 Diona will be better than C6 Layla, due to a bonus of 200 elemental mastery transfer that Diona provides to the party at C6. Plus, since Diona is an older character, you may already have her with extra constellations. In conclusion, Diona and Layla are both similar and different at the same time. But I would say if you have to pick one, you don't really need the other. Coming back to the elf girl alone, if you have her, I consider her to be quite a powerful asset due to the many uses in team compositions. And if you really like her, she can be a main DPS, although you shouldn't expect immense power. I'll leave a public spreadsheet made by the members of the Genshin community in the comments if you want the hard numbers on weapons, constellations, and artifacts. That is it for this video. Subscribe to see more videos like this, like the video if you did so, leave a comment, let me know your opinion on Layla or what you thought about this video, and I'll see you in the next video.